Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? What is up? What is good with everybody? How's everybody doing, man? How is everybody doing? What is good? What is good? What is good? I'm gonna wait for some people to pull up, but whoo, hey, I hope everybody is off work, ready to have a nice little weekend. Nice little weekend. Hey man, before we do anything like I promised yesterday that we might do some film. Before we do that, we're gonna do a whole just this whole segment right here. All of this right here is all Josh McDaniels, all head coach stuff. All head coach stuff, man. All head coach stuff. So before we do any before we finish off what we did yesterday with the Bengals film and the Raiders game. Before we do any of that, let's talk all of this head coach stuff, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see, man. Shout out to everybody who's already in here. We got Raiders Sound says, "Was good, dog. Fresh hat. Appreciate you, my boy. What's good with you?" Um, let's see. Check out your mock draft. All right. All right. Let's see, man. Let's see. How's everybody feeling about Josh McDaniels, man? How's everybody feeling about Josh McDaniels? Because it's only getting more and more real by the day, man. It's only getting more and more real by the day, man. It's getting more and more real by the day, man. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows, man? Let me look up my boy Raider Sound. That's what's the YouTube page is called, right? Raider Sound, right? What's up? The whole what's the hold up? Raiders need to make it happen, make it official. Yes, they do, man. Yes, they do. Shout out to everybody who's already in here, who already pulled up. We got the Raiders fan was good, my boy. We got Alex was good. Um, Ricky says was good. Andy, how was your day today? It was good, man. Got off work. Set this up so we can start talk this Raiders stuff, man. Jesse said, "What's good, big bro? What's good with you, my boy? What's up, man? Let's talk about it, man. It's getting more and more real by the day. It's looking like it could possibly happen this weekend, but I feel like we've been saying that for so long, man. I'm just gonna wait for it to happen. And then once it happens, man, we really got a lot of stuff to do. But Senior Bowl is not too far away, so this needs to happen fast, dog, because we can't be missing talent out at the Senior Bowl. That's I know that was one of Mike Mayock's favorite places to be, but bro, we gotta get this done quick. Shout out to my boy ONT6. He said, "Sweet baby, don't let us hire Josh." Amen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan, but um, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he could bring a very good supporting cast with him. So that's what's interesting, man. That's what's interesting. Shout out to my boy Eddie. Says smash the like button. Yes, sir. What are the chances of landing Williams? Williams? What Williams? What Williams? Hope you good. Yes, sir. Alex, Coach McDonald's. What's up, Andy 915 in the house? Yes, sir. Edgar was good, my boy. He said it's gonna be Josh and Dave and oh man, Ziegler. There's been some rumorings though that yeah, Senior Bowl is next Saturday, Ricky. Like, come on, man, we got to get this shit done. Um, I said 2 days. I meant like 2 weeks or a week or whatever. But man, that is gonna be Josh. But I've been hearing that Dodds might be in the mix too. I know a lot of people been saying about Dave Ziegler, but Dodds could be in the mix. Let's see. You think Monday the latest? Guess the Raiders are still planning on waiting and interviewing Ryans. Yeah, I mean, um, the whole thing with D'Amico Ryans, man. If we want this process to get over with quick, we need the 49ers to lose tomorrow. Like, we need the 49ers to lose tomorrow. I want the 49ers to lose tomorrow. And this with D'Amico Ryans, it's only it literally that I want the Niners to lose so bad tomorrow, just so we can get a shot at interviewing this coach. If we like him, we like him. If we don't, move forward. Go get your guys, man. Go get your guys. What's up, my brother? How you been? If you ask me, I agree with getting Josh, but I don't agree with the guy with the other guys he brings in that runs a 3-4 defense. Huh? I feel the opposite. I don't like Josh, but I like the supporting cast that he'll bring. Mark's lagging behind. Josh has hella work to do, and Dave as well. Sure does, sure does. What are the chances of us landing Williams in the draft? Like Jameson Williams, Jamo? I mean, he should be there by our pick. The Senior Bowl is next Saturday. Yeah, I'm disappointed in Mark Davis. He had a chance to hire a black head coach and help change the culture in the league. Hey, man, that could be why he's waiting to see what's good with D'Amico Ryans. I mean, he brought him Bowles in. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna hate on the hiring when it's official. We'll see. Yeah, Steven. Yes, Steven. Vikings. They got to interview Jim Harbaugh, and I'm not sure if it's Harbaugh kind of flaunting at the rest of the NFL, like, hey, I got options. I don't need the Raiders. I got options. So maybe it's that kind of stuff. Maybe it's kind of trying to put Mark Davis in his place. We'll see. But that's very, very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Was good, Andy. Not a fan of Josh, but if it equates to wins, let's go. Simple as that. Just win, baby. Just win, baby. That's all we want. He will help Derek more. He would. This system fits Derek. This system does fit Derek. When we spread it out, it's designed to get the ball out quick. He loves to use tight ends in this system. Derek Carr loves his tight ends. I mean, he's really good with running screenplay. So Josh Jacobs, I feel like Kenyon Drake would freaking flourish in this offense. I just don't like Josh McDaniels as a leader. I like him as a offensive coordinator in a sense. I like the guys that he would bring around him, but I just don't know about him being the guy to lead this team. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. What's good, Red Andy? What's good with you, Curtis Williams? We get our coach. We need to do it, man. Josh is a younger Gruden. You think so? Who's the OC? What do you mean? Who's the OC? Oh, I feel like Josh McDaniels ended up calling the shots, but he'll probably hire maybe like a quarterbacks coach from New England. He'll probably hire somebody like that from New England. Um, Andy for president. I feel like Harbaugh would want to have full control if he were to become coach, but I doubt it. Yeah, but that's something I don't want, man. I do not want this team to hire a guy that's going to think I'm the head coach, I'm the play caller, I do it all. That's the problem we had with Gruden. He didn't let the GM be the GM. He was the guy, contracts, all this kind of. He was doing it all, and I did not like that. I did not like that, man, at all. So I feel like the head coach needs to, if he's an offensive mind, stick to OC. Do that, but you're also the leader. But man, like, oh man, it's tough, man. It's tough. My boy James says Raiders. Yes, sir, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready, James. Let's say he said, let's go. I'll be happy with Josh. Man, it seems like a lot of people are turning the corner with Josh McDaniels. It seems like a lot of people are turning the corner, man. I'm not a fan of him, um, but I am a fan of his supporting cast. Now, the thing is with Josh McDaniels, if I mean, we saw it. We saw the freaking crazy amount of Chargers players and Seattle players that we got on defense after Gus Bradley. But bro, man, I mean, a guy like Stephon Gilmore will be a free agent. Maybe you have a shot at landing a guy like Stephon Gilmore, bringing in a defensive group from the Patriots. You may. There's possibilities. There's possibilities, man. Do you think our offense would be in the top 10? Well, that's something about his resume that works very, very well. Josh McDaniels' resume in terms of offenses, they score, they put up points. And personally, I feel like our offensive roster is better than theirs. So there's that. But do I think the offense would be top 10 under Josh McDaniels? I do. He's never had an offense under top 10 with the Patriots in his 9 years with the Patriots. So he's done pretty well for himself over there, if I may say so myself. I believe, shout out to Raid. I believe Raid said out of the 9 years he was there, he had 4 top 5 offenses and 5 top 10 offenses. So he's been successful on where his team ranks. So Let's see. If hired Josh McDaniels will get a bowl cut. The guy just had a rookie and a top 10 offense. Yep. Yep. You guys need to catch up. I have a good feeling about this. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are turning the corner about McDaniels, man. Vic Tafer were in the Athletic that McDaniels is no longer the front runner for the Raiders job. Ian Rappaport said McDaniels wouldn't interview without a offer. They interviewed today. So yeah, I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? The thing is that with the insider stuff and that, it can get real confusing, man. Like we saw it today. Brady retired. Now he didn't retire. It's so it's so like it's just so confusing with all the insiders, man. All the insiders. It's so much information going around. It can be confusing, man. It can be confusing. Um, and Bill O'Brien as his coordinators. I wouldn't be mad at Bill O'Brien as his coordinators, but I feel like we need to be more innovative. We need to be more innovative. Now, what I would like is under Bill O'Brien, we saw Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez go crazy as a duo in the tight end group. So I mean, hopefully you get something like that with the Foster Moreau and Waller if they come in. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I feel like we know what our offense is because we know that with better coaching, our offense will do better, right? I feel like we all agree on that. But I feel like where we'll really see a big leap is on defense, right? Do we agree there? Is that whoever the head coach brings in, the biggest leap that we'll see would be on defense. That's what I feel. I feel like if you hire a guy like McDaniels, he'll probably bring in um some guys from the Patriots staff, maybe a Gerard Mayo. I know that he's gotten interviewed. So maybe he comes in, right? Maybe he gets upgraded from linebacker coach to defensive coordinator. Now you have the guy that runs a multiple system defense where he can run a 3-4 and he can run a 4-3. And when you do that, you're helping guys like Cleveland Furrow when you're in the 3-4. And then when you're doing that, you're helping guys like Max and Yannick in the 4-3. So I'm like what I just stated. I don't like Josh McDaniels as a leader, but I do like the guys that he would bring around, right? The guys like a Gerard Mayo, possibly a Bill O'Brien, offensive coordinator, things like that, right? And even with Josh McDaniels, there's a chance still that he could bring in Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio was a part of that tree at some point, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a possibility that he could come in, or I could just be completely off about that. But I did think I saw somewhere that Vic Fangio was a part of that tree at one point. So you keep seeing Dodds and McDaniel pairing. I think that's better than Dodds and Ziegler. I don't agree with Ziegler too much because if I'm looking at his track record, his the last I know he wasn't the acting GM for 2020, but that was actually the only draft that I thought they did good at. I didn't like their 2022 draft. Bro, everybody was hyping up Christian Barmore. He had 1.5 sacks in 17 games. He had 1.5 sacks in 17 games. I didn't like their drafting last year. Their drafting in 2020 was decent, but their drafting last year was not. It was not, in my opinion. It wasn't. Um, let's see. The man changes offense for every game. Yeah, he's definitely something different than Gruden and way better than Greg Olson. I mean, the thing is with Gruden, we saw that we would go into halftime, he'd clearly make changes, right? And we'd come out better. With Greg Olson, we'd go in the game with one plan. If the plan didn't work, we'd kind of be fucked, right? And we didn't really do anything in terms of coaching and play calling. We kind of left it up to our playmakers and Derek Carr. But I agree. Josh McDaniels, I feel like he's a better play caller than Greg Olson. I don't think he's a better offensive mind than John Gruden. But I feel like when it comes to down and distance and situational football, I feel like he may be able to call better plays. I think Clee would be a great 3-4 defensive end. I agree. I think that absolutely suits him. Let's see. Hit that like button, man. Yes, sir. Hit that like button, nation, if you in here. Let's not forget Patriots defense is third, better than our defense. They won a game with their QB throwing 5 passes. Isn't that crazy? They beat the Buffalo Bills, I believe, right? Well, it was the Buffalo Bills, or was it the Titans? It was the Bills or the Titans. One game like that. They beat them throwing, I think, completing 3 and throwing 4 passes. That defense was stout, man. That defense was stout. Um, Bro, they're rookies. Got to let them develop. I agree, Alex Marquez. So that's why I took it back all the way to 2019 because 3 years, right? Their first round pick, N'Keal Harry, last year, this last offseason, was being looked at as a guy to be traded, right? Who in their 2019 draft class is better than Josh Jacobs? Like, there's not many. There's not many. Um, if we switch to a 3-4, we need to draft Jordan Davis, no doubt. That's right there a fact. It was Buffalo. It was Buffalo. Yeah, I mean, if you can beat Buffalo throwing the ball 3 times because your defense is freaking insane, then But at the same time, they have a guy like J.C. Jackson, and that's something that intrigues me, you guys. J.C. Jackson will be a free agent. If you bring in Josh McDaniels, he's obviously going to bring in guys on his defensive staff. I feel like that'll intrigue a guy like Stephon Gilmore, a J.C. Jackson. I know Stephon Gilmore was with Carolina, but he's a free agent. So I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it if he came in. It could definitely work, but me with Josh McDaniels himself, I don't really like. I don't really like as a leader, right? You look at Rich Bisaccia, you can see he's a true leader. You looked at John Gruden, you can see he was a true leader. Josh McDaniels, I don't know, but at the same time, I don't really pay attention to the Patriots. So I could just be completely wrong. You guys could be completely right. Ease up the guy that was years ago and all that kind of stuff. So who knows? Who knows? McDaniels learned from his mistakes. Once he starts winning, everyone will shut up. Hey, that's all we want. So if he comes in winning, perfect. That's what we hired you to do, brother. Let's see. He has running backs. Yes, I feel like that's something. I feel like listen. I feel like they had what, three to four. How many? If any of you guys know, if any of you guys in the chat can let me know, every game day, how many active running backs did they have on the roster? Because we went into multiple games with 2 active running backs, and I feel like this next one. I live in MA has Brady. Listen, I feel like a guy like Regis could get caught up because of a guy like McDaniels and how much he likes to implement the screen game and dual tight end sets. I feel like a guy like Kenyon Drake. Oh my goodness, I honestly feel like he would flourish. Josh Jacobs, you could see him maybe continue his form that he did finishing out this year. So it's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff. But let's see. Packers news. Let's see. No announcement on the head coach. No, not yet, man. No, not yet. Not yet, brother. If McDaniels gets the job, I want to see the staff he puts together. Me too. And I feel like that's the biggest thing. I feel like that's the biggest thing, right? You hire a defensive coordinator, Gus Bradley. He brings in Chris Richard. He brings in Ron Miles. But you already had a good guy like Rod Marinelli in place. And he brings himself, right? So that was big. That was huge. That was huge. But this is the thing. Chris Richard is getting looked at for a defensive coordinator job somewhere else. Rod Marinelli is most likely going to go to the Bears as a defensive line coach. If we do get McDaniels, shout out to my boy Scout. He's saying that he was saying that Rich Bisaccia to the Bears is extremely close, and if McDaniels comes in, Bisaccia is as good as gone. So it's a lot of things, man. The staff, that's what intrigues me the most about Josh McDaniels. Not McDaniels himself, but the staff he'll bring in, the free agents he'll attract, apart from us already being in Vegas, right? But it'll be very, very, very interesting. I'm excited for the staff that he could bring in, not himself necessarily, personally. But with him coming in it brings good staff. So that's it. That's the interesting part. You're thinking by tomorrow. I'm not sure, man. Because if they truly do want to wait for D'Amico Ryans, who is a guy who deserves to be at least heard, right? I think we can all agree that D'Amico Ryans deserves to at least be heard. Get an interview. Um, I'm glad that they'll wait it out. Weigh their options a little bit more. But who knows, man? Who knows? Um, let's see. Did Tom Brady really retire? I don't know. I don't even think his wife knows if he really retired. There are 9 head coach positions open. Is Mark waiting for all the better choices to be hired elsewhere before he makes his? Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, brother. McDaniels should bring Flores in as a DC. That would be amazing. I feel like that would be amazing. And honestly, I feel like that's what Brian Flores needs for his career. I feel like he needs to get some years under his belt, prove his track record as a defensive coordinator, like have a great track record, go out and get a head coach job in like 2 seasons. That's what I feel. Because right now, he was I think he was a filler, and then he got the actual job, and then they start off the season like fucking what? Oh, 1-7, finish out on an 8-game win streak, and at that point it was too late. But I think that for Flores, if he would come into the Raiders, I would absolutely love it. I feel like he would keep a lot of our players in check. But I don't know, man. I don't know if he would actually come. I feel like he'll get looked at elsewhere. Um, so who knows? Who knows? Who do you got for the Saints' new head coach? No idea, brother. No idea. I'm on the fence with McDaniels, but um, hope for the best. He will for sure improve our offense and red zone issues. He will. He will. At the end of the day, you guys, he's a better coach. He's a better offensive coordinator than Olsen, and he has a better offense than John Gruden. So you know, it's interesting. Maybe new O line coach and blocking scheme may help with the personnel. Leatherwood Simpson better suited to a power gap scheme. That's what they're for. You look at Leatherwood; he is not built to be in a zone scheme, zone running block scheme. It makes no sense. You look at John Simpson; he literally would not fit in a zone running scheme at all, at all. Um, let's see. I'm with it, Andy, but we got to get these silly ass run-ins with the police under control. Yeah, and I feel like a guy like Brian Flores would help keep that in check. I really do. Andy, are you gonna be in Las Vegas for the draft? That's the plan. That is the plan, brother. What's up, Andy? How are you doing tonight? I'm doing great, Wild. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you, my boy? Hope everything's well. Another thing about McDaniels, he comes from a culture where they don't beat themselves with penalties. That's a big one. That is a big one, man. And at the same time, he comes from a winning culture. He comes from a winning culture. And a lot of people, a lot of former players really hate the fact that the Patriots coaches were maybe a little too hard. They didn't really give guys rest days and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, man, I feel like there'd be a couple players still on this roster if we weren't so lenient with the rest days, so lenient with, oh, you got today off. So who knows, man? Who knows? Brady still has 15 million coming to him on February 4th. Why on earth would he retire before getting paid? Someone effed up. Yeah, they had to. I think Mark Davis wants to get his right. Get this right. Raider Nation should want. Raider Nation should not want him to rush this. A defending moment. Oh shit. Flores would have stayed if Dolphins drafted Herbert instead of Tua. Tua drama got him fired. I agree. They should go after Aaron Rodgers. Who is they? Who is they should go after Aaron Rodgers? If Brady retires and the Bucks will suck. I mean, I don't think they've drafted or got a backup on the roster that'll be able to fill in those shoes, obviously. If McDaniels comes to the Raiders, do you think it's because of his liking for Carr, or do you think it's because of our young pieces? I definitely think it's both. I definitely think it'll be both. Um, Carr is a much better quarterback than Mac Jones. Much better quarterback than Mac Jones, in my opinion. And I feel like we have a better young core on offense than they do, right? They had Kendrick Bourne and N'Keal Harry as their outside guys. I feel like Zay Jones and Brian Edwards, they're decent, but I feel like we have a much better slot receiver. I feel like we have a much better tight end group. I feel like we have a much better running back group and a much better quarterback, right? So with him bringing in new offensive line coach and new staff for that offensive line, I feel like our team will definitely just get better overall. Um, that's what I think. Um, See, do you think Mark Davis will get along with McDaniels and the culture he will bring? I think he will because I think he wouldn't hire him. I feel like he wouldn't hire him if he didn't get along with him. Just working and seeing that Arnett got released from the Chiefs for his shit again. Lol. Some never learn. Yeah, as much as I wanted to laugh at the situation, I kind of look back and I'm like, damn, dude, like that's sad. We're talking about a young kid was getting paid millions of dollars, first round pick, and he's throwing his life away, man. He's throwing his career away. It sucks. It sucks. I never want to see that personally. Football or not, I just don't want to see that. Hopefully, whatever coach comes in with the mindset to retool, not rebuild, win the West, and get into the playoffs consistently. I agree, agent. I agree. Who do you think we're getting as GM, Ziegler or Dodds? Personally, I think it'll be Ziegler. Who I would prefer would be Dodds. I would prefer Dodds. Much better. Much more. Um, Him and McDaniels gonna stay having dinner together at Hooters. McDaniels is primarily has primarily worked best with pocket passing QBs, and that's what Derek Carr needs. That's what Derek Carr needs, right? It's what it is. That's true. Rogers. What about Rogers? Arnett and AB going to prom together. The fact that yeah, it was plain. And that's the reason um, why our GM is no longer our GM. You know, will Derek Carr be a Raider next year? Are we talking about this season that's coming up? Or are you talking about the season after? This season coming up, he'll be a Raider, but the season after, I have no clue. Um, let's see. Uh, what if both Ziegler and Dobbs? That'd be good. Who do you want as offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator? Um, if it's like a dream scenario, I would get. Never mind. Um, Defensive coordinator dream scenario probably be like a guy like Brian Flores, maybe a Vic Fangio. I wouldn't be mad at Gerard Mayo personally. I wouldn't at all. Um, I'm just going more realistic. More realistic. I feel like yeah, more realistically, I feel like a better option, or not a better option, but a more realistic option, but still a good one, would be a Bill O'Brien. Bold prediction: Dobbs GM, Ziegler president, McDonald's head coach. Yeah, that's I don't know if that's bold because I mean Dobbs has apparently been in on a good amount of the stuff that we've been talking about. So yeah. Um, Jim Harbaugh's getting interviewed with the Vikings. Yeah, he is. My He says, I know Dux is high on McDaniels, but I frankly have to disagree with him. Belichick coaching tree is a disaster and has a bad track record. If we hire him for the love of God, prove me wrong. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I'm not really a fan of him at all, but we'll see. We will see, man. It's crazy because it seems like that's the guy, man. That's the guy apparently. So who freaking knows, man? Um, you think he brings in Martindale? There's Martindale. There's Matt Patricia. He could bring in. It's interesting. What's up, Andy? El Capitan Rafael has arrived. What's up, my boy? I heard Davis didn't want Harbaugh after they talked. Where'd you hear that? I'd love to be able to read on that a little bit. Um, where'd you read that, man? I think Russ and Aaron will be shooting for that QB Hmm, that's interesting. Because I mean that is interesting, Pinoy, because that's a team that's set up to win. You got a defense. You just need to get healthy again. And you got an offense, no doubt. Bold prediction: we will be better than next year than we were this year, and we extend Carr for a more expensive contract than now because we are dumb and don't do it this year. Okay. Okay. I feel like the coaching staff that McDaniels brings over to Vegas is 10 times better than the one we have now. Um, yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. Fuck McDonald's, bro. You're stupid, dog. You're stupid. Hi, Andy Nation. What's up, Lonnie? What's up, man? McDaniels is a good list of possible coordinators. He does, man. He does. He sure as hell does. He sure as hell does. Um, what did you think? Oh man, my boy Stu was good, my boy. Hey, if you want to pull up, you're always welcome. If you want to pull up, you're always welcome. Just know that. I was just reading some. Fuck. I was just reading something, man. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it, man. I was just reading something. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Remember Dodds tried to hire McDaniels over at Indy? Yeah, there was, but I heard that there was some things that had kind of played a part in him bailing out. It was just like hell, but interesting. Curious to see who would be the Broncos quarterback. I believe they're going to go hard for Wilson or Rodgers. I believe that they'd be stupid not to go hard for Wilson or Rodgers. They're built, man. They're built. Same thing. They're built to win. They are built to win. They got a head or they don't got a head coach, but they got a defense. They got a good offensive firepower, in my opinion. They do. Um, bring on Stu. I just sent him the link. If he's free, he already knows he's 110% welcome. And Stu, second half of the show, man, we're gonna be looking over some film. So I'd love to have you on there for that if you'd like to pull up. That'd be dope. My only worry with Mickey D is the defense he's gonna run. But what about our D? Don't want another 2016 where we have a fire but we basically have a matador defense. I think that oh man, I feel like with McDaniels, I have a lot of confidence. I have a lot of confidence in the staff that he'll bring over. Me personally, I have a lot of confidence in the staff. They had a top 10 offense. I think a top 5 defense, if I'm wrong. But you have a rookie quarterback that kind of sets you back, man. It kind of sets you back. Because a top 5 offense or a top 5 defense and a top 10 offense is a recipe for a Super Bowl, right? But you have a rookie quarterback and you don't have many weapons on the outside. So it's kind of tough. But we'll see, man. We will see. They changed the wording on his contract. That's see? That'll be so I would definitely leave if a team did that to me. Um, Shout out to my boy Shot. Third time saying this. What do you think? Adams doesn't need 30 million in Vegas, more like 22 or 25. No state taxes. Andy, what do you don't what do you think, Andy? You start reading and get distracted. I do. I do. Um, I agree. The no state taxes, I don't think that it bumps it down $8 million like 22. I don't think $22 million will cut it. Because I don't think I don't think an $8 million discount to what he wants is something he'll play for. I'd say he'll go for something like 27 to match DeAndre Hopkins, but overall he'd be getting more money than DeAndre Hopkins because there's no state taxes. But personally, as I would looking into it more and more, um, you know, $30 million, that's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money to put in. And something that's even bigger than one player is two players. Depth is everything, man. Because think of it this way. And trust me, if Devontae Adams wants $25 million, give Devontae Adams $25 million. But here's what I will say: depth is everything in the NFL right now. The depth is literally everything in the NFL. You look at the Buccaneers, it's the same exact roster that they had last year. They brought back everybody. They brought back everybody, but they didn't have the depth, so they didn't make it to the Super Bowl this year. They got beat. They got injuries, so they didn't make it to the Super Bowl this year. So now, if we put $30 million into Devontae Adams, that's two contracts right there. Three. Three if you really found a way to make some things work. Me, if you can go out and get an Allen Robinson and a DJ Chark, and then you go out and draft a Mechie or a John Mechie in the third, bro, you're set. You're set because you still got a Renfro, right? And you can make those contracts work. In my opinion, I think you can make those contracts work. Maybe it's like 19 to A-Rob and 11 to Chark, but at that point you have depth, right? Because if Chark goes down, well, you got A-Rob, and if A-Rob goes down, then you still got Chark. So putting all your bargaining chips into Devontae, I would love it. Devontae is a superstar. He's a superstar. He is. He truly is. But at the end of the day, 30 million, a little like it's a little too much to ask for, personally. I still give him 25? Yeah, but that could just be me being a little bit emotional and just wanting a superstar. But yeah, that's my take on it. That's my take on it. But I would absolutely love to have Devontae Adams on this team. But personally, I would love to also have A-Rob, Chark, or A-Rob, and my boy Graf, Christian Kirk. He loves Christian Kirk. So interesting, man. It's very, very interesting. Um, let's see. Fuck Mark Davis. Damn. Just like that. Just like that. Average state tax is 4.9, almost 5%. That's 6 million right there. So there you go. Maybe he does take the $22 million pay, or the $22 million contract, but who knows? Who knows? My boy Raider Casper right here coming in with some numbers. He says Devontae 4 years at 30 million is 120 million. Yep. Do a $40 million signing roster bonus and 20 mil a year against the cap. That's called the Brady team friendly deal. True. And I really, really like this thought right here. But here's the problem. And this is why we didn't get Chris Harris Jr. and Byron Jones 2 years ago. Do we all remember? Mark Davis don't got the cash. Mark Davis doesn't have the $40 million signing bonus. He don't got that. He doesn't have that. That's why we didn't get Chris Harris Jr. You know why? Because because LA put more money up front. Why we didn't get Byron Jones? Miami put more money up front. They put more money up front. That's why we couldn't get those guys. So I don't think Mark Davis got that. Now, if he had that now, hell yes. But 2 years ago, we missed out on two number one corners because Mark Davis didn't have the cash to put down. So, hear me out. If we can do that, absolutely wonderful, Dave. Absolutely, Casper. I called you Dave Casper almost. But yes, if we can do that, agree 100%. But Mark Davis, we missed out on two number one corners because of not enough cash. Not enough cash. So if he has it now, do it. Do it. Right? Do it. That's exactly what you want. 20 mil against the cap, team friendly. You still got another 10 and another kind of stuff. So I would say do it, man. I would say do it. If he has that money. But I don't think he does. Let's see. Now he got the cash now. Well, then let's go for it. Because that's a wonderful way to set up the contract. That's absolutely wonderful. It allows the team to do a bunch of stuff. So that I would love to do the contract that way. Mark Davis, a boss. Don't let the bull cut fool y'all. Hey, man. He's a boss. He most definitely is. But All I could say is I wish we had Byron Jones right now on this roster and we didn't get him because Miami put up more money. So you think we'll go after Trent Brown? Hell no. Hell no. Um, he got that cash. Hey, y'all seem to think he got it now. So come on, man. Come on, man. I'm ready. Can we just get a real coach, not go through 6 and 8 years? I think that's all Derek Carr's asking for. Are you his accountant? No. But I mean, literally, we offered Byron Jones the exact same contract than Miami, but he went to Miami for one reason: guaranteed money. That signing bonus, he went to Miami because of that. And guess what? We've been to the playoffs. Miami hasn't. Miami hasn't. Or they went to the playoffs last year, I believe. But I mean, he'd still be getting more bread here, but he had more up front. More up front. Shout out to my boy Sultan, man. Go check him out. Always doing good shows over there. Always doing good shows over there. So go check my boy Sultan Mir out. More Raider content over there for those of you guys who can't get enough Raider content. Check out my boy Sultan. Always rocking out with my boy Dirty Raider. Go check him out, boss. Go check him out. Go check him out. Um, Carr takes a cut to bring his boy in. I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. Adams could just be saying 30 to scare other teams from trading for him. I don't know. I don't know. Andy, you got an Insta? I do, but it's more like, you feel me? I don't know how to say it. Yeah. If Green Bay does franchise tag, I feel like we are in the driver's seat for him. Just your opinion. I agree. I agree. I agree. The franchise tag is cheaper for us. Is obviously we 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 would have to give up draft capital, but we would be in this driver's seat because of the simple fact that it's less money against the cap. You do got to give up capital, but it's less money against the cap. So who knows? Appreciate that, brother, bro. No problem at all, Sultan. Like I said, everybody in this chat, man, go subscribe to Sultan Mir, Dirty Raider. They always put up a hell of a show late night, man. It gets wild over there, man. It gets loud. It gets wild over there. Just like Stu, they be getting wild. They be getting wild, man. But like I said, if you can't get enough Raider content, go check them out, man. Go check them out. I know a couple of y'all got insomnia, can't sleep. Go check them out, man. Let's see. Um, let's see. My Raider brother, what happened to Harbaugh as our coach? I don't know, man. I feel like that man kind of got annoyed as well with this whole thing taking too long. He said, you know what, I'm gonna take my ass to Minnesota, get a contract over there, light a fire up Mark Davis' ass, and see if he really want me. That's what I feel is happening right now with Jim Harbaugh. So who knows? Who knows? And let's see. Andy, you agree only getting Adams if Carr's here? If not, you don't get Adams. Carr's future plays a huge impact, like when he gets an extension of 4 years. Yes, I don't think that Devontae Adams is a Raider without Derek Carr. Simple as that. Simple as that. Sign Robinson and right tackle like Morgan Moses the draft, then draft the best wide receiver available. Isn't it crazy that both Bama receivers tore their fucking ACL? That's tough, man. That's tough. Me, I really like Mechie though. That dude is a baller. Is it Mechie or Michi? Is it one E or two E's? I'm pretty sure it's one. I'm pretty sure it's one. But bro, I really like Mechie, bro. Fucking beast. And if you get that, I don't understand how he's a third round prospect and Jamo is a first round prospect. In my opinion, at the very least, Mechie should be second round. But hey, if the injury is gonna scare him off into our lap, then stay away, other teams. Stay away. Gosh, why would you want to go to Minnesota? Come on. Do you not love the cold? No, I'm playing. He's fucking in Michigan right now, so it's cold as fuck over there too. The Vikings are interviewing Harbaugh. They sure are. Ruggs, Arnett, Leatherwood, and the two injured receiver. The Bama curse keeps happening. That's crazy, huh? Let's see. Stingley Jr. from LSU. I believe that's the DB. That's the DB, right? That's the corner. That's the corner. What about the corner? What about the corner from Florida? I really like him. The corner from Florida, Kair or something like that. We go to 3-4 defense. Andy, you draft Jordan Davis at 22 or 4-3 N'Kobe Dean. N'Kobe Dean is amazing against the run. I not like he's young, so I feel like he can, emerge into a decent pass coverage guy. I feel like he could be sort of like Devin White, maybe not as great, but that same kind of style. Um, but but I think that if you're in a 3-4, yes, you absolutely must get Jordan Davis. But N'Kobe Dean, I'm not sure. I feel like you may be able to go elsewhere. Um, Kair Alam is a beast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cornerback is deep in the draft. You guys think so? You guys think so? You think so? Dean is small. You'll pass. Really? I think this year's Micah Parsons is the dude from Utah. Absolute fucking monster. The dude from Utah is amazing. My favorite prospect in the draft. And on a linebackers. He's my favorite linebacker. Dude from Utah is disgusting. N'Kobe Dean is good because Georgia had Davis and the other defensive tackle playing in front of him. A lot of people said that. A lot of people said that. A lot of people said that. Devin Lloyd, amazing. My boy Tubby said 559. Yes, sir. Who will the Raiders hire as their next head coach? Um, I don't know. It looks like you're a Niner fan. We might hire your defensive coordinator, D'Amico Ryans. Cornerback from Cincy, Auburn, Washington, Florida, Clemson, deep as hell. Utah always has baller on defense. Okay. Didn't McDaniels win 4 Super Bowls with Brady? I believe he won 6. I believe he won all 6. No. I think it was 4. I think it was 4. But yes. Fuck McDaniels. Sorry. Yeah. Seems like a lot of people are like that, man. Was it 6? Was it 6, Lonnie? And was it 6? They can't franchise tag him because they're 50 mil over the cap, and they need 23 mil under the cap. So that's almost 75 mil they'll need to clear up to franchise tag him. They're kind of fucked, yeah. But I mean, if they get rid of A-Rod, they'll free up a good amount. I think they free up over 20 million with A-Rod leaving. Come on, y'all. Run them likes up for our bro Andy. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you, my boy. See, USC will be the next farm. Really? You think USC is really gonna be just the factory of prospects? I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Alabama is just a factory. Like it's disgusting how many prospects they have year in and year out. It's disgusting. They're a factory. They're a factory. I support our coach and QB, whoever that is. There you go. There you go. He's a fan of the team. He's a fan of the team. I like that. Shoot the moon. Um, he won all 6 with Brady. Oh wow, tough. Nah, Bama will always have that. McDaniels won Super Bowls as an OC with Brady, not his head coach. Big difference. Example: Gus Bradley, good DC, but subpar head coach. I'll give Mickey D a shot, but stop giving him all the credit. I agree. I agree, man. I agree. He wasn't an OC for the first one. What about Jackson State with Deion Sanders? Yeah, Deion Sanders been pulling some strings, huh? Deion Sanders will pull. Been pulling some strings. Andy, you get Jordan Davis in the first and Devin Lloyd in the second. Would that be a slam dunk? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I feel like it would have to be the other way around. I feel like there's no chance Devin Lloyd gets out of the first round. And I feel like there's a slim chance that Jordan Davis makes it out the first. So I think that it'd have to be the other round. But yes, that's a slam dunk. But yes, that's a slam dunk. Sleeper free agent wide receiver would be Jacoby Myers at wide receiver, being that he's only 25 and had a breakout season under McDaniels this season. I think, you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like about Ziegler? You know what I don't like about Ziegler? He was their acting GM this year, and he was the one, along with McDaniels, that thought it'd be a bright idea to pay Nelson Aguilar $13 million. Just think of it like that, man. Think of it like that. The same team that we were laughing at for giving Nelson Aguilar $13 million is the same guy that we're saying is going to be our GM and the same guy that we're saying is going to be our head coach. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? That's the other way I want to look at it. Also, what happened? What happened to Christian Barmore, the next fucking Fletcher Cox? The man had 1.5 sacks. I understand, rookie year, but ooh, yeah. But also, y'all were cool with giving him 10. Whoa, I don't think anybody in the Raider Nation here said give Nelson Aguilar 10. My max was 8.5. Max. You guys gave the man 13 million. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. 7 mil would have been fair. Absolutely. Should have kept Mike Mayock. You think so, Santiago? You think so? My Raider brother, who do you think should be standing next to Mr. Davis right and telling him what to do? The president? But who the fuck? Dude, I don't even know what our fucking president's name is. He's such a no-name. I've never heard of our president ever. Ever. Nelson Aguilar was a first-round pick? Cash Lord. Respectfully, Nelson Aguilar was made by Derek Carr. Derek Carr made Nelson Aguilar $13 million. Personally. So we're not going to do that. Predict Renfro Crosby? Predict what about Renfro Crosby? What, their contracts? Their contracts? What do you want me to predict? Good luck, Raider fans. Fuck you. And the Niners. We don't need your luck. Hope you guys fucking lose tomorrow. Hope you guys lose tomorrow so we can interview your D'Amico Ryans. Let's see. I agree. Agent has Andy voiced his opinion on what? What did my boy Agent say? I don't even think he. Wide receiver, defensive tackle, right tackle, defending on free agents. Yeah, that should be our. That should be, yeah. Damn low. I'm just a little pissed off that the fact that those idiots are in the fucking championship game and we're fucking looking at interviews. God damn. That shit pisses me off. I am a sore loser. Okay? I hate losing. God damn. Losing sucks. Losing sucks, man. I'm screenshot that. Let me know if we can gas them. What? Patriots hand-me-down personnel not gonna get us to the promised land. You think it's hand-me-downs? Andy, did you see Hammer's show today with OG Daniel, Cap, and Violator? I didn't. I was at work. I was at work. I didn't, man. But shout out to Hammer. Bro's been hammering out the content lately, so whew. Go hit that like button, that subscribe button, everything for Hammer. That's my guy. Who am I choosing in the first round? Great question. Great question. I think there's one person that I don't think he'll be there. Much like last year. Last year, everybody was saying, oh, Micah Parsons will fall to the Raiders. I was the one person that said he will not. And he didn't. But guess what? The one person that if he falls to the Raiders, I would pick up, even if we got Devontae Adams. That's Treylon Burks. Easily the best wide receiver in the draft, in my opinion. In my opinion. Now, Andy, where do you work, if you don't mind? Right now, I'm working for UPS at 3 different stores, but I'm thinking of switching into the warehouse, man. Fuck customer service. God, sometimes people just deserve the pause, man. Sometimes. So yeah, but what was I talking about? Yes, Treylon Burks. After that, if you switch into a 3-4 defense, Jordan Davis. Then Jordan Davis is for whatever reason not there. Look at Nakobe Dean. But I mean, if neither of those guys are there, then Drake London is 6'5". Would you take him? No, not in the first. Personally, I know he wouldn't be there in the second, but no, I wouldn't get him. And the reason why I wouldn't get him is because simply, if you have a guy that his hands are this goddamn big and needs custom freaking gloves, and you have a quarterback who may be the best back shoulder fade thrower in the NFL, it's just like the best thing to ever happen to your organization. My comparison for Treylon Burks is Julio Jones. He will hoe you. Julio Jones hoed people. Julio Jones made Matt Ryan look better than what Matt Ryan was. But Treylon Burks, yup. My boy Vital. What Vital say? Shout out to Vital. I didn't even see him in the chat. But shout out to you, my boy. Olave. I don't know if Jordan Davis' motor is there to be a 3-down defensive tackle. He's not a 3-down defensive tackle. He's a 1st and 2nd down defensive tackle and get his ass off the field. That's what he is. My only thing, there's 2 things that scare me about him. There's 2 things that scare me about Jordan Davis. And that's that he's 6'6" at nose tackle. I feel like once the stamina starts to run out late in games, we've been in like 50 overtime games this year. I feel like once the stamina starts to deplete, that pad level can get higher and higher and higher. And once that pad level gets high on a 6'6" guy, that center is gonna start getting real nice blocks on them big shoulder chest plates. Shoulder pad chest plates. That's my only worry about him. But that dude is a fucking monster. He's a monster. So do you think Bryan Edwards will shine next season? No. I haven't seen anything from Bryan Edwards that'll show me that he would shine. Personally. Exactly, Andy. That's facts. Yeah, that's what I think about him. That's what scares me. That's what scares me about Jordan Davis. But if you switch into a 3-4, you don't even think about it. Like it's just It's not even a debate at that point. Not even a debate at that point. Liao, you might like more than Davis. Liao is a better fit for a 4-3. Jordan Davis is a plug and play in a 3-4. Edwards would shine elsewhere. DC only throws to his friends. I mean, that's an opinion, personally, but let's see. I think we should stay in a 4-3. I felt the same way, but then my favorite candidate, Matt Eberflus, went to the Bears. So after that, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to feel. Wow. Wow. Interesting. 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 Didn't we win all three Super Bowls having a 3-4 defense? We sure did, Lonnie. We sure did. Edwards looked like a dummy at wide receiver. Max and Yannick equal 4-3 man. No way to get around it. I agree with Yannick. I feel like Max may be young enough to make that switch. But if I could, I wouldn't switch, you know? But I felt like the only person that would have been able to stay and keep this thing going in a 4-3 would have been Matt Eberflus. But that motherfucker gone. He gone. So that sucks. Shout out to Chris. What's good, my boy? McDaniels pick plays. Wait, what? Pick plays the hell out the defense. There you go. King Gibby was good. Andy was good with you, my boy. If we go 3-4 defense, we need more linebackers. Corey Littleton would fucking go back to form, in my opinion. Exactly, Sean. Exactly. That's very true. That's very true right there. That's very true. Didn't Jan play outside linebacker in the 3-4 defense? You can't remember? He did. And he only had like 2 sacks, I think, in like 6 games. But yes, he did. And he didn't really fit. And when he signed to the Raiders and they asked him, he said that he felt like this was the better fit and he didn't really play well because of the scheme, what it was. Your film breakdown was fire. Keep up the great work. I appreciate you, my boy. With that being said, yesterday the plan was to finish the film breakdown of the Bengals today. We were going to finish the second half of the Bengals and Raiders playoff game today. Do you guys want to finish that up today, or should we wait for another day to finish that up? Do you guys want to run some film right now? Bengals and Raiders playoffs. You guys want to finish it up? You guys want to finish it up or what? Up to you. Up to you guys. Up to you guys. Was good, Andy. So his best case scenario, Dobbs is GM and Daniels is head coach. No, that's not the best case scenario. best case scenario would have been best case scenario would have been Jim Harbaugh and Vic Fangio. Other day, yes, no. Okay, hey, this is what I do, you guys. This is what I'm thinking of doing. Film breakdowns on live. Film breakdowns on live will be something for once I create my members. If once I set up my members thing, we'll do the live for film breakdowns. I'll still have film breakdowns videos, but for those who want to do it live with me, we'll do that for members. And then we'll keep these lives normal. Everybody has fun. We just interact like this, That's how we'll do it. I'll probably set that up. Like that. I'll still have film breakdown videos, but if there's ever a time that we want to get down and watch film together live, I'll do that with members. Once I get that set up. Let's see. I think Furrow shines in a 3-4, but But Crosby and Yannick might look lost without a hand in the ground. I feel like I feel like Max would be fine as a stand-up rusher. I feel like Yannick won't be. Um, but yes, I think Cleveland Furrow would absolutely shine with a defensive tackle next to him and the outside linebacker on the outside. I really do think so. I really do think so. My boy Bert, he's not fucking with McDaniels. He said Josh McDaniels is gonna be a mistake. I, oh man, I was about to say I agree, but if we go 3-4, do we trade Max? He'd be easily tradable on his rookie deal. He doesn't fit a 3-4 end. Do we keep him for nickel and dime and four-man fronts? I think we would. I feel like we would, EC, because if we do get a McDaniels, we wouldn't be in a 3-4 scheme all the time. We would be in a 3-4 scheme, but Gerard Mayo is multiple. He runs 3-4, he runs 4-3. So we'll see. Ooh, hey, anybody want to debate this right now? I love this. I agree. I feel like Kuntz should definitely. I feel like Kuntz should definitely fight it out this training camp for that. And shout out to my boy Spider with the super sticker, man. Appreciate you, man. Um, no, I did not. I did not, Jesse. That's why I haven't even started that yet. Do you think? Yes, Exo sounds. Let's get into this, man. What do you guys think? Because I feel like Kuntz looked unnatural with his hand in the dirt, but I felt like Kuntz standing up was amazing. I felt like Kuntz standing up was amazing. And if you look at it, when we had Khalil Mack, we ran a 4-3, but Max was a stand-up rusher. Mac was a stand-up rusher. So I feel like Kuntz in a 3-4 would be insane, personally. Like imagine having Kuntz, Max, Jordan Davis. I mean, you can add Cleveland Furrow, and then Yannick on like a pass rushing down. That'd be insane. That'd be insane. That'd be crazy. The Buffalo Bros. Hell yeah. Kuntz is a natural pass rusher. Dude, he is. He looked great in pass rushers as a pass rusher. I don't know about you guys. I would do it. I don't know about you guys, but I would do it. I would do it, Goody. I would do it, my boy. I would do it. I would do it. You're speaking on a man that has had consistently 10 sacks a year. It's crazy to him. Yes, but Yannick, the man himself, said that it was not a natural fit for him in Baltimore. Why do you think he was on the market when Baltimore traded for him? Baltimore traded for Yannick, but they noticed that it was not a natural fit for Yannick, and they decided, you know, it's not it. We're gonna move on. Nothing wrong with that. Kuntz equals Parsons. Okay, well, no, no. Clean Nassib at 5 techs and a nose tackle with Kuntz, Quit, Perryman, and Littleton. Kuntz, Quit, Clean Nassib at 5 techs. But yeah, you're just taking out Max there. Let's see. But yes, I feel like Max is still young enough to the point where if he wanted to, he could do that. He can make the transition. But I don't know. This is my thing. Trading away Yannick, I feel like would be horrible for Max. I feel like that'd be horrible for Max. Max and Yannick are best buds. Kuntz has more potential than Yannick. That's how I'm looking at it. Yeah, me too. Should we keep Farrell though? We could save some cap or trade him maybe. Um, Cutting him, we wouldn't be able to save any money. We would owe him money. Trading him, we would be able to save a lot of money, but I just don't think that any team would give us any kind of compensation for Cleveland Furl with the production he's had. Even if you're saying, um, even if you're saying, give us a seventh round pick just so we can free up that money, I don't think any team would pay Cleveland Furl almost $10 million to do that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Max got to get stronger to be a 3-4 defensive end. This is the thing. Max wouldn't be a defensive end. He'd be an outside linebacker. He just wouldn't fit as a defensive end, like at all. His fifth year option is 10 M's. Damn. We should stay in the 4-3 and keep building a monster defense. I agree. But hey, yeah, Yannick won't want to play in the 3-4 Raider, Alex. I agree. The Jets? You think the Jets would take Cleveland off of our hands? I don't think so. They're running Robert Saleh's system over there, and his system is a wide nine scheme. Cleveland just doesn't have that burst, that get off. Where did I get the Hat Raider sound? I got it at Lids, brother. Got it at Lids. Kuntz could be our Parsons? I don't think so, man. Shit, Clee would do well in the 3-4. He would. He sure would. You see it? It's too bright. Nah, whatever. Did we ever get our cap backs from the Rugs in our net situation? I think we'll get our money back for Rugs, but I'm not too sure if we'll actually be able to get our money back from our net. Did I just read Let Go Leatherwood and Hobbs? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Let go of Leatherwood and trade Hobbs, re-sign Vec. Whoa. Hell no. Hell no. Well, people did say Kuntz is Yannick's replacement. He is. He is. He is. You would trade Nate? Damn, bro. Some of y'all just tripping. Hell no. Josh McDaniels, Desmond, what about him? What about him? And shout out to JR, man. Junior 65, JR 65. Arnett, what a joke. Facts. Facts. Is Vickers still on the roster? He technically was never still on the roster on this team this year, but he got elevated for a couple of games. The kid is a moron? Okay, so him sleeping in his car in a parking garage makes him a moron? It literally got dropped. Who do you think is the next DC? Yeah, we won't know until we get that head coach, Tavio. We won't know. But I think it'll probably be out of Mayo and I don't know. I feel like Matt Patricia might be in the mix, honestly. He was in the exit ramp. They said that he was at Dre's hotel. They say he was at Dre's casino or whatever the fuck in the casino parking lot. So I don't know. We probably saw different shit. Why not Flores? Possibly Flores. And got lucky, but then caught driving 110 after Ruggs. That was insane. Yes, I agree with you, Mister. Okay, I'm not gonna read the rest of your name, but bro, that shit was stupid as fuck. We better get a GM first. Probably it'll be a GM head coach pairing. I say we draft Jordan Davis. We trade this. We trade the Saints for Cam Jordan and pick up Calais Campbell, free agent from Baltimore. Ooh, I like this. I like this topic right here. Shout out to my boy Jesse, man. Shout out to my boy Jesse. I heard on Twitter 20 minutes ago about McDaniels offered the job. I seen that too. But I've been getting killed about other shit, so I'm not gonna report it. But yeah, I say this is the thing. The biggest. I like this right here. I like this right here, man. Calais Campbell. If you switch into a 3-4, you know how nasty your defensive line would be if you had Calais Campbell, Jordan Davis, Cleveland Furl, Max, Coons, Yannick. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, man. Vital would be the most sought after QB in the offseason. What happened? Andy, I've watched several other teams' channels that are talking about trading for Carr. Yeah, they can dream. They can fucking dream. Yeah, they can dream. That ain't happening. Bring back Phylon, absolutely. Phylon would be an absolutely great rotational piece for a 3-4 scheme at nose tackle. He would eat up double teams. He's a great pass rusher. I would love it. I would love it. Yeah, he is, Doc, but it'd be like a 1-year deal. You know, you know. I think it'd be a 1-year deal personally. Personally, McDaniels loves DC. That's what we've been hearing. That he possibly could be coming in because he really likes what he sees in Derek Carr, man. This young buck YouTuber thinks he knows it on his and last he looks like an idiot. Hey man, shout out to you, my boy. Just know that that's helping the channel right there. Appreciate you. Washington fans love Carr. Hell yeah. What? Why wouldn't you love Carr if you're Washington? If you're Washington, why wouldn't you love Carr? You got a defense in place. You got Scary Terry. They're a tight end. They're a tight end off, and you got Curtis Samuel, or yeah, Curtis Samuel, right? Yeah. Bring back Quentin Jefferson, but that's the thing, you guys. So look, if you switch into a 3-4, you only have one defensive tackle playing at a time. If you switch into a 3-4, you only have one defensive tackle playing at a time. So instead of having those sets where we have Quentin and Phylon playing together, we would have Phylon playing 5 tech and Quentin playing 5 tech, and then having having a nose tackle at the same time. You know? Yes, we need a new defensive scheme bad. I agree. I feel like it really fell off. It really fell off second half of the season. Really fell off. You're young, you know shit about life and sports. I agree. I do know shit about life and sports. Appreciate you, Roy. Um, you don't think McDaniels can improve DC? The offense would be fire. I do think he can improve DC. I do think. I mean, he's only ever had a top 10 offense with the Patriots. 9 years, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s. Pretty good in my opinion. Pretty good in my opinion. Bring Jefferson back for sure. Yes. 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 Andy, thoughts on trading for Michael Thomas? He's only due 15 and 18 million the next 3 years. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I know that Grant touched up on this topic earlier on his show. I was able to tune in for it on my break. I know that there's some people that's not a fan of Michael Thomas and the way he handled his surgery and his off season. Um, but at the end of the day, I feel like he's still a good player. But no, I wouldn't trade for him. I would not give up capital for Michael Thomas. If he was a free agent, maybe look into it a little bit more. But no, I wouldn't give up capital to trade for him. Where's he been in 2 years? Who? McDaniels or Michael Thomas? I feel like those are all. I feel like all those former Bradley players are gone for sure. Casey Hayward, I think, stays if we stay in his own system. But Casey Hayward, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Casey Hayward would not be able to fit in a man-to-man scheme. Oh, Thomas? Oh yeah, that boy's done. Solomon Thomas Dunzo. Look what McDaniels did with a rookie QB. Yep, yep. No thanks on Slant Boy. Y'all be killing him with that Slant Boy. Y'all kill him with that. A lot of empty sets in McDaniel's offense. Carr could sit back in that offense and pick defenses apart. It's what got him in the MVP conversations 2016. So hey, that's one thing. We know DC is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league pre-snap. Reading things, taking his eyes out on disguises, being able to call out blitzes, as well as having a great pass blocking running back in Jalen Richard. You know, Mullen gets better in the man scheme, and same with Hobbs. That's true. You may have a drop off. You may have a drop off with Mullen. I mean, may have a drop off with Casey, but you'll have an increase in production with Mullen. Solly was non-existent second half of the season. Raider Alex, I feel like Solomon Thomas Solomon Thomas was around for the first 5 weeks, and the last 12 weeks he was nobody. Let's see. Mike Thomas broke records though. Crickets, yeah, he's a baller, man. He's a baller, and I understand that he may have just no longer wanted to be in New Orleans, but I feel like there might have been better ways as a professional. Like he's a professional, so I feel like there may have been better ways that he could have gone about things, and it may rub franchises and other players in general the wrong way. But yes, he's a baller. He's a baller. I like Michael Thomas. I like Michael Thomas. What players do you think McDaniels will try and bring in from the Patriots? Personally, I don't care what players from offense. I don't think that he'll bring in any offensive players. Because I don't think they have many free agents. But I feel like I feel like what we should look at is if McDaniels gets hired and he brings in a Gerard Mayo or a Matt Patricia or that kind of stuff, bro, I would I would try and do anything in my power to go out and get JC Jackson. JC Jackson. Yep. Nelly got a 2-year deal, so he wouldn't come in. He wouldn't come in. JC Jackson. Yep. 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 Can you please explain to me what a 3-4 defense is? Yes. It's pretty simple. You got 3 down defensive linemen, you got 4 linebackers. So that's your front 7. In a 4-3, you got 4 defensive linemen and only 3 linebackers. Now, the 3-4, it can generate more pressure because you have more guys on the line of scrimmage. So it's good against the run, good against the pass, but you really have to have some freakish athletes at linebacker. Isn't Gilmore a free agent? Yes, he is, Santiago. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Thomas hands are yes, they're ridiculous. He's a good player. He's a great player at that. People just like to critique guys. Like look at it. Look at it. If he's slant boy, right? He was able to lead the league in the NFL. He was able to lead the league in receiving yards just running slants, right? Because he's slant boy, right? So just running slants. When every team had weeks and weeks of film on him, he was still beating them. He's a hell of a player. People just may not have liked people just may not have liked how he went about his situation. But it is interesting. No, no on keeping D-Jack. Yeah. Yeah. Love your content, Andy. Always fun to drink a six pack. Watch you. Appreciate you, Ricky. I really do. Really do, bro. How much cap we got this year? I believe we're starting at 41-ish million dollars. He's a diva. He waited until the season starts to get his surgery. Well, that could have just been him just trying to avoid not playing for New Orleans. Got to draft a tackle early? I actually don't think so. I feel like you try and shore that up in free agency, and you draft a offensive tackle, maybe around 3-4. You know, you would not take Thomas for 6 million a year. I would. I would. Wide receiver Allen Robinson. I would get him too. I thought it was 14 a year. Michael Thomas runs a route that we didn't have in our offense. Yeah, I don't think we ever ran a slant. Keep DJ half a mil. I think that's below the vet minimum. So Hightower is a free agent. He is. And if you have a 3-4, oh shit, Vital. Imagine having Dante Hightower and Denzel Perryman in the middle of the park. That is a thumper right there, bro. That is some tough sledding on run. Like if you want to run on those two, oh brother, that's tough. That's tough. How old is Hightower? He's old. I think he's already in his 30s. Jameson Williams or Chris Olave? I think Olave is overall probably the better guy, but I would take my chances with Jamo. Divine Diablo at outside linebacker. Come on, man. That'd be insane. And at 31, might be worth a shot for the cheap. Yeah, yeah. I hope Denzel comes back. He was going to have a big season. Yeah, I think Lonnie was just saying that he possibly maybe could come back and play tackle again, how he did. Come back with the musical chairs. Don't forget Diablo. Yeah, but I'm saying in the middle of the park. I'm saying in the middle. Like Diablo wouldn't play in the middle. He'd play on the outside in the 3-4. That's not a high towers in future move, but that's going backwards. Okay. What do you mean old? 30. When I say old and then I follow it up with 30, I'm talking about in football words. 30 is nowhere near old. 40 isn't old. Damn, 50 is like you're just kind of you're not really even old at 50. But I'm talking about in football. I'd be fine with Morrow and playing. Morrow is a free agent. Denzel is on a 2-year deal. He is, but Denzel Perryman, he didn't play last year. So that was one of his. So he only has this next one. Littleton's overpaid. Where does he fit? Well, ironically, if we switch into a 3-4, he fits very well into a 3-4. He fits very, very well into a 3-4. That's where he was an all-pro. I don't feel that McDaniels is a good move, to be honest. So I've been hearing from many people. Mara gets picks. He's a playmaker. He had what? One interception last year. I think he had two forced fumbles. Yeah, he played well. He played well. I personally liked Morrow. Oh shit! I personally liked Morrow more than I liked um, Nick Kwiatkowski last year. I know that me and Raid had some fun debates about that in the off season. But yeah, Morrow didn't play due to injury. Nick Kwiatkowski didn't play due to getting beat out and injury. Um, are Quit, Nassib, and Littleton on the opening day roster? I feel like Kwiatkowski for sure is not. Nassib and Littleton have a shot. You think Morrow walks? Definitely. Definitely. Yes. Raider Casper, that's a big reason. Littleton isn't overpaid. He restructured his contract two times, first year and last year. Um, that's why he's owed so much. But yeah, his contract was already like 13 or 12 a year. No, it was 11 a year, but now we owe him 16 um because he restructured his contract. That's true. We got to get Burks bro's hands huge. Pause, but yeah, I agree. I agree. Carr in his prime, Rich Gannon wasn't great until 30. Then Matt Gruden. I do feel like though quarterback is a bit different. You know, Brady said that he feels like he gets better every year, and the man is 57. So you know, I would try and get J.C. Jackson personally, Anthony. J.C. Jackson. I mean, Mr. INT. I would love it. I would love it. Littleton is a good player. He just didn't play to his strengths. I agree with that as well. But what I don't agree with is having a $15 million player playing special teams. I don't agree with I don't agree with a $10 million player in Cleveland Furrow playing special teams. Like fucking no. Like no, that's just bad money management. Is Stu a free agent? We need a safety. Hey man, hit him up. Hit him up. You think Abrams could bulk up and start at linebacker next season? That's the thing. If we switch into a 3-4, we'll need more linebackers. So it's a possibility. It's a possibility. But do you guys think that Abram can play full-time linebacker in a 3-4 scheme? Do you guys think he can? Any good guards or offensive tackles becoming free agents? Um, guards. Guards is always easier to replace, but I feel like right now your Nats getting cheated. Yeah, I just seen that. um, Littleton and Cleveland will flourish. I agree. You think we should trade for a right tackle? Okay. Like who? That's the thing. You don't really see teams trade for offensive linemen because of how valuable they are. They're just extremely valuable. They're extremely valuable. Prayers for my nephew. He's in the ICU. COVID, please pray for me. Yes, sir. Big everybody in the chat, man. Please. Even if you don't believe in whatever, just keep this man's nephew in your thoughts, man. Keep him in your thoughts. I really do hope he gets better. Stay strong, man. Show the other person show your nephew that you're strong. Don't scare him. That'll weaken his immune system. So yes. Everybody. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. He'll be okay, Big Raider. He'll be okay. Um, give me Payne or Allen from the Redskins for DC in a first round. Wait, what? So you're giving up Derek Carr in a first round pick for Deron Payne or Jonathan Allen? I think you might have worded that wrong. I think you meant like Payne and Allen and a first round for DC. But what? That's fucking no. Hell no. Hell no. I'd call him up to try and get Matt Ioannidis though if we stay in that 4-3. No, getting a first round. Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck? Restructured 6th 2020, restructured Mark 2021 and 20. Oh yeah, so it was 3 times, Casper. Yep, you were right. Hello, Casper, we get it. You hate DC. Facts. Call him out, Lonnie. Call him out. What's up, Andy? How are you? Man, I'm chilling, Chronicles. What's good, my boy OG? Hey, another one. I'm telling you, Raider Nation, we got the best content creators. Another one. You know, we had Sultan in here. I spoke about Dirty in here. We got OG right here. More Raider content. More Raider content. We got the best lineup, man. We got the best lineup out of any sports team ever. We got the best lineup. Best one. There is not any other team that got a better lineup. What school did you go to? Tech or Berkeley High? You prefer not saying? I don't really give a fuck, but I think if you look at that Bumblebee right there, or that what's it called? That fucking what is that? It's a Bumblebee or something like that on the wall right there. It's my jersey, freshman year, sophomore year. Forgot. You can kind of make it out. Um, Had a show with Hammer, Captain Jack, and Violator tonight. It was fun. I heard you guys were getting a little wild over there, man. But I'm glad you had fun, definitely. Um, where are you from? I'm a diehard Raiders fan from Richmond, Virginia. Isn't that where Cleveland Furrow's from? Isn't that where Cleveland Furrow's from? But bro, you see Raiders, another Raiders. I mean, Oakland, baby, Oakland, baby, but not Las Vegas. You look at my hat. Look at my hat. Should tell you right there. The town, brother. The town, brother. The town. The town. Yeah, he's from here. Fucking bum. Yo, I don't know why that's so funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny. You got Oakland right here, and then boom, you got Vegas. You feel me? You got the town. You got the Oak. For those who don't know, that's the Oakland tree right there on every single street sign. But yes. A little off topic, but I see you are an A's fan. I'm more obsessed with the A's than I am the Raiders. Do you do any A's content during the baseball season? Absolutely not. I don't even know one A's player, but I'm from Oakland, so I support the A's. But I really don't give a fuck about the A's. I fuck with them. Like, you see the thing right here. I love them. Great, great. From Oakland, I will always support any team from Oakland. Always. But I don't give a flying shit about them. I don't know one player. I don't know one player. But I sure as hell got a couple A's hats though. But if you look at the back, I got an Astros hat, a Yankees hat, a bunch of other hats. So yeah, you'll never catch me talking nothing about baseball until somebody brings it up. I don't know one player on any baseball team. I think I watched the World Series last year for like 10 seconds. I saw some ginger dude on the Dodgers smack a home run, and I turned the TV off. That's all it was. That's all it was. But yeah, baseball is not my that's not how I get down. Honestly. No. Raider Nation, I'm from Virginia too. There you go. There you go, Stick Man. You got some homies in here. You know my boy Jack. You know your team is trash when the name is just one letter. It's not one letter. See, I know about the A's, but I ain't that stupid. It's the Athletics. So it's not just one letter. They actually got a name. You feel me? Let's see. Is our owner taking a long time picking a coach at Junior Mountain? Let's see. My man just burnt himself? Huh? And it's A's, not one letter? Bro, see, you guys got me confused now because you're talking about baseball. Mike McDaniels. Mike McDaniels. We can talk about that a little bit. We can talk about that a little bit. You know, he would help the running game immensely. He would hurt the passing game a bunch. That's what I think. Sean need to pack his bags. Who? Why? But everyone knows they just go by the A's. Come on, Sean. It sucks. I understand. But sometimes saying you're wrong, you feel better after. Just say it. Low Andy, the chat gets side combos. I know. I know. Sometimes I don't be knowing what y'all are talking about. Tom Brady to LV. Oh my God. That's all graph right there. That's all graph. Fucking instigator. Fucking instigator, bro. I grew up playing baseball, but to watch it on TV is a cure from insomnia. There you go. There you go. If you can't sleep all night, you need something to bore you to death. Turn on a baseball game. What kind of dog do you have, Lonnie? Truthfully, I don't even know. It's some mutt. We found it, but it's small, so we think it's a Chihuahua. It's annoying. It barks a lot. That kind of dog, the one that you kind of regret getting. Um, and do you think Gillespie can be our starting strong safety? I do, and I would love to see us do this. I would love to see us do this. I do think he can do it. One of my favorite prospects in last year's draft, out of Missouri, I felt like it was an unnecessary pickup, but I like it. I like it. I like it. The Raiders will hire a GM before head coach. That's what you would think, but we've been taking forever. We've been taking forever. But hey, y'all, man, we've been on here for an hour and 45, dog. An hour and 45, man. Hour and 45. I'm gonna head out of here. Um, Shoot, it didn't feel like an hour and 45, man. Anytime we talk this Raider football stuff, it always go for two. Nah, Rock, you're a bad influence. You're a bad influence. Nah, man, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna head off. But I appreciate everybody coming in here, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here, showing love. I love y'all, man. You guys always come in here, give me good stuff to talk about. Hopefully we get some good news soon. Hopefully we get some good news soon tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, definitely, and I'll see you guys again Monday. After that, I'm not too sure. On your way out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Hope you guys stay safe. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Um, and yeah, man, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.